Welcome back to Driving on the Wild Side and welcome to a new Citroen. This is the DS and is currently available on the auction house for 12 million credits. This is a pretty special car because it's pretty good off-road. For those of you who don't know, this car has hydropneumatic suspension, which means it can absorb bumps very nicely, which proved very useful back in 1950s France when the roads were very bad. But the thing was, this could carry much higher speeds than any other car, which made it a dominant force in rallying. That obviously makes this car a lot easier to control and reduces bump steer. So today, I decided to upgrade one of these and take it on to the rally expansion and do some rivals. Here's what happened. This is the track I chose and my opponent is a 1977 Ford Escort. And here's the car I will be using. It's currently running the stock engine, 2.3 litre N94 with a carburetor. It's got a supercharger and various upgraded internals and now makes 191 horsepower. That power goes to the front wheels via a 6-speed gearbox and upgraded differential. This car is also much better through the corners because I upgraded the anti-roll bars and the brakes. This car is pretty fast for D-Class and is definitely one of my better builds. But the thing is, I decided to keep the suspension and tyres stock. But that's no bad thing because the tyres are very grippy, which should make the car pretty good off-road. On the road, the DS actually drove pretty well. In fact, the supercharged engine actually made for pretty good acceleration, and the front wheel drive actually wasn't too much of an issue. In fact, the car didn't really understeer that much. It was pretty good through the corners, and on the straight it would actually hit over 100 miles an hour, which was pretty good and allowed me to completely gap the Ford Escort. However, when it came to the dirt, it was very, very smooth. The suspension absorbed all the bumps, and through the corners it was pretty good. In fact, it even got the tail out sometimes. This car is amazing off-road, like really amazing. It handles surprisingly well, and is surprisingly agile considering how big it is. And I was actually about 3 seconds faster around this track than the Ford Escort, which put me 43rd place in the world. My time was a 3:25.7, and here is my position in the world. Now for C-Class. This one I tried to push myself a bit. I wanted to go cross-country. There was really one route that I wanted to do, and this had a lot of straights, not many corners to worry about, so I didn't really need to worry that much about handling. This one is all-wheel drive, but it's still got the same stock suspension and same stock tyres, but the tyres are all thicker. As for the engine, I've ditched the stock engine and swapped it out with a turbo rally that produces 300 horsepower and is, I think, a bit better actually. I mean, the turbo really provides some really good boost off the line, and if you want to go into any higher classes, you can even swap anti-lag onto the car, which will make it even faster. As for the position, there were only 120 plays on this track, and that put me 35th in the world. So there you go. I think I might have found the next OP car.